Chapter 6. Jacques sniffles as you try to make sense of what he just told you. The bookstore and your apartment are being sold. After all these years, I cannot believe that the bookstore would be forced to close its doors. Oh, Jacques, don't worry, we will fix this. We'll hold another auction. Jacques smiles sadly as you cross the room to join him, shaking his head. I admire your fighting spirit, Melissa. It is something I've always respected about you Americans. But I'm afraid this situation is much more dire than the egregious raise in rent. The community is generous, but to buy an entire building, he trails off, his eyes growing even more misty as they land on a particularly ancient bookshelf. I met my wife here, God rest her soul, right there in the cooking section. Wow, really? That's beautiful. It must be a comfort to spend so much time in the place where you met. Oh, yes, I feel her every day watching over me. Jacques smiles wistfully, turning back towards the cooking section. Our initials are still carved into that bookcase. Now, I will have to say goodbye to all that I have left of her. Oh, Jacques, she'll always be with you. He sniffles again and pulls out a handkerchief to dab at his eyes. My family has owned this bookstore for almost 200 years. I was raised here. I raised my own children here. Is that really all to come to an end now? I won't let that happen. There has to be a way to fix this, and I'm going to figure out what it is. Jacques watches the slightest bit of hope in his eyes as you think. I'm going to find someone who can help. Now we can see Emily. If we talk to her, she's like, go see Olivier. If we go see Olivier, he tells us some story that literally has like a bunch of detail but like never comes up again in the game, so it's kind of weird. So we're gonna see our boyfriend, our new boyfriend. Alexandre is already halfway to the bookstore when you step outside. For a moment, he looks hopeful, like maybe you've called him back for another kiss. But then he sees your expression and his own changes to concern. What's wrong? His tone makes it clear that whatever it is, he's ready to fix it. And I can tell him what happened, I can let my emotions, I'm gonna run to him all dramatic and French. Because we're in Paris. You race towards Alexandre, and he doesn't hesitate to take you in his arms. His big strong arms. The building is being sold. Can I live with you? You mumble the words against his chest, and he pulls back slightly to hear you better. What? The bookstore, and who cares about my apartment? I can live with him. I can live with you, right? They're being sold. Anger, followed by something like fear, washes over Alexandre's face, and he takes your hand. Come on. I'll go anywhere with you, Alexandre. He leads you to the cafe next door, where he orders 2 steaming mugs of hot chocolate. Only when they're in front of you and you've taken a sip does he speak. Whenever I was upset as a child, my mama would make me a cup of hot chocolate. She says it soothes the soul. His fingers are tight around the mug as he takes a drink, like you aren't the only one who is upset. Though that was more for schoolyard fights and other childish dramas than things like this. Oh, the hot chocolate, it's delicious and it's definitely helping, but I think you need it more, but your company is better. Being with you, it's what's really making me feel better. Alexandre smiles and moves his chair a bit closer to yours. Yes, closer, Alexandre. I feel the same. If I was with anyone else right now. He shakes his head, his frustration bubbling back to the surface. These developers, all they see when they look at a place like this is the money they can make. He looks out to the courtyard and you follow his gaze. They don't see the people or the community, the history and every cobblestone or lamppost. We have to stop them. I agree. I knew you'd understand, but how? You're sexy like this, all fired up and passionate. Alexandre laughs in surprise, running a hand through his gorgeous hair. Now that's one I've never heard before. Hot-headed or dramatic? Yes, but never sexy. You wink as you take another sip of your drink. You've been hanging out with the wrong women then. He smiles, but there's a hesitation behind it. This is why I am slow to get attached. His gaze lands on you full of meaning. When I truly care about something, about someone, it is big and overwhelming. And incredibly difficult to stop. He looks at you, his gaze open and honest, and your mind fills with questions. I can ask him why he bid on our date. I can ask him if he cares about me. Or the bookshop, do you care about me? Do you care about me that way? Alexandre leans I know he does, but let him tell me. His gaze serious. Is it not obvious? Melissa, I loved you the moment I saw you. Suddenly, your phone lights up just as Alexandre's buzzes, interrupting the moment. You each look down to find the same text from Emily, who has somehow heard the news. The bookstore and Melissa's apartment are in trouble. Meet me at Gabrielle's in 1 hour. We need a plan, guys. Let's get the Scooby-Doo gang together so we can figure out a plan. After you say goodbye to Alexandre, you make a quick stop back at your apartment. You can't stop wondering what else he would have said if Emily hadn't interrupted. You flop down on your bed with a sigh. Les sigh. I can't believe this is happening. You look out your window, the Eiffel Tower twinkling in the distance. It's a view so many people would kill to have. Could I really lose this place? Maybe Emily has an idea. Maybe Paris isn't meant... Of course it's meant to be. Maybe this is an opportunity. We've been viewing the bookshop being sold as a challenge, but maybe it's an opportunity. Let's turn that frown upside down. As your mind starts to turn with ideas, your head... Oh, you head to your closet, because you're going to change for Din Din. And what should we wear to dinner? What should we wear? We should look real pretty, cause maybe Alexandre will be there. What do I wanna wear to dinner? What should I wear? Is it chilly in Paris tonight? Fashion, don't care, I'll wear this cute white outfit. At dinner, it doesn't take long for your optimism to give way to frustration. I hate to say it, but no bank is going to give a loan that size to a struggling bookshop owner. You sigh at the latest impossible idea that gets shut down. Ugh, this is so depressing. Every time I look at the bookstore, I want to cry. Do we have to do this here? Emily nods, her shoulders slumped. You're right, I would kill for a change of scenery. Me too, I need a vacay, but this food is helping. But we need a plan. This food's helping though. Thank you again, Gabrielle. I'm glad you like it. My grandmother always says that the best ideas come from full stomachs. You smile as you take another delicious bite. She's a wise woman. That's where you get it from, huh? Alexandre, oh he's there, who has been quiet as usual, leans forward. The food is delicious. Oh God, it's not as delicious as you're looking right now. But if it's a change in scenery we need, I may have a solution. I have a family lake house in the valley. I would be happy to host you all there. A lake house, he's full of surprises. I find the fresh air helps me think. I found many a solution on the shore of the lake. And if that doesn't work, perhaps my mama's old business school papers will offer a solution. She keeps everything from her university years in a spare bedroom there. You had me at Lake House, let's do it. I agree, that sounds perfect. Alfie winks as he looks at Emily. If it means I get to spend the weekend with Cooper in a bikini, I'm in. Alexandre looks to you, waiting, like your answer is the only one that really matters. What do you think, Melissa? Care to take a trip with you? To the valley for the weekend? Let's do it. I'd go anywhere with you. But a trip to the lake house sounds like a good start. Alexandre breaks into a smile, looking at you as if he's forgotten anyone else is at the table. It's settled then. Emily looks to Gabrielle, keeping her voice perfectly neutral. Will you be able to join us? I'm afraid not. We have 2 big dinner parties this weekend that I must be here for. Cupid told me Parisians don't work on the weekend. Gabrielle laughs as Alfie gives him a teasing smile. Oui, but I am from Normandy, remember? The 5 of us can take the early train then. I have a few things to wrap up in the morning, but I could take the afternoon train, as long as you'll be alright without me, Coop. Emily rolls her eyes, but she's smiling. I'm sure I'll survive somehow. As plans are made, you smile. This is going to be so romantic. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunities for Alexandre and I to slip away and make out. Yeah, let's kiss, let's do some tongue. The next morning, excitement slips through your concerns about the building being sold. It's my first trip to the French countryside. What should I wear? What should I wear? Oh, and I want my little berets. And they gave us new outfits for the countryside, which are all very nice. But I'm gonna wear this. And they gave me a new purse, which is actually the purse Mindy always has. Excuse me. Dressed for the day, you quickly pack the rest of your things and you head downstairs. Jacques greets you with a sad smile. Bonjour, Melissa. Good morning, Jacques. His eyes fall to your suitcase and he frowns dolefully. I knew people would start to move out soon, but I didn't realize it would happen so quick. I'm not moving. None of us are going nowhere. I am not moving, and neither are you. We're saving the building. My friends and I, we're going to come up with a plan. Don't you worry, you pretty little head. We just thought a change of scenery for the weekend might help us clear our heads. Jacques smiles, hopeful but not unconvinced. Oh, hopeful but unconvinced. I wish you all the best of luck. Come on, man. You wave goodbye to Jacques, but just before you reach the door, you pause. The lighting in the bookstore is just right, and you can't resist taking a photo of, I could take a photo of Oliver's recommendations, Jacques and Thea's initials, a stack of vintage books. If you care, Jacques and Thea's initials bring the highest percentage. And we're gonna, because she said the lighting's perfect, which she doesn't ever say, we're gonna leave it. And is there any greater love story than a fashionista and their closet? We're picking that. And I believe that's the one that brings the highest percentage. And it seems like it did. Jacques watches carefully as you post the photo and give him a confident smile. Don't worry, Jacques. We'll be back soon with a plan to make this right. Au revoir. Don't worry. I'll be back. Bientôt. Melissa, sorry, I need to look that up. Outside, Mindy and Emily, they're waiting for me. Emily takes one look at your optimistic expression and she grins, because she's like a super optimist too. It looks like someone has a plan. Not yet, but I have a good feeling about this trip. Mindy pulls a bottle of champagne from her purse with a wink. So do I. Now come on. I hear that French men find tan lines very sexy, and I don't want to miss a minute of the sun. You laugh, already feeling lighter as you make your way to the train station. Look at this joint. I thought we were going to like a cottage. A cottage or something. Alexandre's lake house is grand and sprawling, more like a castle than a house. I mean, I thought he was like a poor florist. You feel like a modern day Marie Antoinette as you explore it. Damn, Alexandre, you've been holding out. I can't believe you didn't tell us you own a castle. He laughs as he pops open a bottle of champagne, his shoulders relaxed. He seems so much more at ease here. It's technically my mother's castle, but she's never here. Her work in the city keeps her too busy. Suddenly, Emily lets out a loud screech, her phone in her hand. There's no cell service? What am I gonna do? No service? Why didn't you warn us? That's a relief. What if my boss needs me? I told her that I would be available. Alexandre gives you an apologetic smile as Mindy rolls her eyes. It glitched. We should be seeing Mindy. Well, the two of you relax. No one in Paris works on the weekends anyway. Emily continues to tap helplessly at her phone screen, unconvinced. But what if Alfie needs to get hold of me? Never fear, Coop. I'm already here. Alfie steps into the room, grinning. And look who I brought. Now, he looks great. Now, this is why I didn't, like, flirt with him at all in the other chapter. Because it would have been super awkward with, like, him and, you know what I mean? So, wow. And here, I was thinking we had all the good castles in England. Charlie, damn. Oh, no, I didn't mean to say that. I'd almost forgotten how handsome he is. The countryside looks good on him. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say the other thing. It's good to see him. Oh no. Hello, everyone. He bows in Alexandre's direction. Your Highness, he does look good, though. It was a Freudian slip with my finger. Alexandre laughs, but his eyes narrow slightly as Charlie makes his way to you. Milady. He gives you a playful smile as he bows. Perhaps you'll save me a dance at tonight's ball. Hello, Charlie. It's good to see you. This is a nice surprise. When Alfie told me what was going on, I figured I'd come and try to help. He turns to Alexandre. I hope I'm not putting you out. No, please, the place is huge. We're the Scooby Gang now. Not at all. We have plenty of space. The guest rooms should be all ready if you'd like to get settled. Alexandre picks up your bag with a smile, the muscle on his arm flexing. Come on, I saved you the room with the best view. Is it a view with your pee-pee, your wee-wee? Is it a room with you? All of your things settled in the guest rooms, you turn back to the task at hand. Maybe the building is eligible for historical status. She sits down beside Alfie, handing him a fresh glass of champagne. That's a great idea. It might be, but that wouldn't stop them from selling it, just tearing it down. Damn. Emily frowns, but as she runs her arm down Alfie's bicep, she pauses. What about a calendar? You and all your football buddies could do a sexy photo shoot. Mindy perks up from her place in an armchair, feet dangling over its side. I totally buy that. A calendar. Come on, guys, be serious. That could work. I was gonna say, would you be in it, Charlie? I'm sure people would buy that. Alfie laughs as he shakes his head, pointing to the glass of champagne. I think all these bubbles have gone to your heads. We might sell a few, but not enough to buy an entire building. Thanks, ladies, though. Thanks for the compliment. Alexandre, who left to find the promised business books and papers, re-enters the room empty-handed. Bad news. It appears Mom's having her office redone, and her books and papers are in storage somewhere. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. We'll just have to think of something on our own. And I'm sure we will, but didn't we also come here to clear our heads? Maybe if we stop stressing ourselves about it, an idea will come up on its own. That might work. She cocks her head to the side and she looks around the large room. When's the last time any of you guys play hide and seek? Hide and seek? That sounds fun. I am so gonna win. I'm the hide and seek champion. Charlie grins as he leaps from his chair. Game on! Before any of you can respond, he takes off down the hall. Emily giggles as she whispers something in Alfie's ear, then they race from the room as well. Why do I have a feeling those two really don't want to be found? I guess I'll count first. Go hide. Alexandre gives you a wink, his typical restraint completely gone before rushing off. As Mindy starts to count down, you look for a place to hide. I will hide behind the curtains, because I'm not going under the table. Making as little noise as possible, you slip behind the curtains. You hold your breath as Mindy finishes counting, then begins to creep around the room. Come out, wherever you are. Almost immediately, she heads towards the curtains and you grit your teeth. Oh no! She grabs the curtain, but just before she pulls it back, a crash sounds in the hallway. Oh, I've got you now! You let out a breath as she turns away, chasing the sound of Charlie's laughter. That was close. Too close. I need to find a better spot. As soon as Mindy's footsteps leave the room, you bolt from the hiding place and race to find another. Look at this room. Gorgeous. Oh my god. Champagne in hand, you slip into one of the bedrooms. As silently as possible, you sneak into the closet and begin to slide the door closed, but a hand reaches out to stop it just before it shuts. Mind if I join you? Alexandre grins, a mischievous gleam in his eyes as he gestures to the small space beside you. This is an important decision. Alexandre, hurry up and get in. 7 minutes in heaven. Find your own hiding spot. If you don't want to flirt with him or like have him as a love interest, you can say hurry up and get in and keep it kind of like platonic, or find your own hiding spot. And he laughs, but we're going to say 7 minutes in heaven. I thought we were playing hide and seek, but this sounds like even more fun. Alexandre's eyes, they rise. He raises an eyebrow that playfully looks still in his eye. Sorry. Remind me how that one goes again. I was like picturing us playing 7 minutes in heaven. I got distracted. Oh, you know, you get 7 minutes in the dark with someone to do whatever you want. To your surprise, he shakes his head, smirking. 7 minutes hardly seems like enough time. Not if you do it right, Alexandre. Suddenly, Mindy's voice sounds from just outside the bedroom door. Come out, wherever you are. Without hesitation, you yank Alexandre into the closet, sliding the door shut behind him. You both stifle your laughter as he crashes into you. Shh, we're gonna get caught. He laughs into your shoulder, one hand steadying himself on the wall beside your head. Are you always this competitive? I like winning. I like being alone with you. If Mindy finds us, we'll have to rejoin the group, and I'm not ready to do that yet. The laughter fades from Alexandre's eyes as they find yours replaced with desire. Neither am I. You shift, your chest brushing Alexandre's, and are suddenly very aware of how close you are, how alone you are. I'm glad that you're here. He reaches for you, all of his uncertainties gone as he cups your cheek in his hand. Glad that you are in Paris. His gaze falls to your lips as his hips brush yours. Glad that you came here for the weekend. The air stills as he brushes his thumb slowly down your cheekbone, then across your bottom lip. Glad that you're alone in this closet with me. Me too, baby. He tugs slightly, watching in fascination as your lips part. Alexandre, I'm glad I'm here too. Shut up and kiss me. I need to know how you feel. I'm glad I'm here too. I'm glad I'm here too, in Paris, and here with you. He smiles, leaning closer, and you know the choice is yours. I want to kiss him. You close the little space left between you and press your lips to his. There's no surprise, no hesitation, as he wraps his arms around you, pulling you close. Oh, Melissa. The kiss is nothing like the tentative one you shared outside the bookshop. He slides his hand to the back of your neck, an urgency to his movement as his lips part yours. He groans as you tighten your grip on his shoulders, then pulls back slightly, breathless. If we keep this up, we're going to get caught. You're probably right, but Mindy won't mind. But I don't care. Sorry. Suddenly, I'm feeling a lot less competitive. Alexandre grins, not hesitating to bring his lips back to yours. Is that so? It's so. You smile against his lips, nodding. After a moment, he pulls back slightly and rests his forehead against yours. Oh God, he's so handsome. Oh. I'm sorry I was cold to you when you first arrived. It's no excuse, but the moment I saw you standing outside the bookshop that first morning, he laughs finally, his eyes glittering in the dark. Banging on that door like you would bring it down if no one let you in. I knew that it was over, that if you wanted even a piece of me, it was yours. It was love at first sight, and that terrified me. Your breath catches the sincerity in his eyes, anchoring you to the floor, to him. And now the things that I'm feeling for you outweigh any fear. Alexandre, I feel the same. But before you can finish your sentence, the bedroom door opens and you clamp your mouth shut. That must be Mindy. I don't want to lose. I don't want this to end. I want to spend more time alone with Alexandre. You shift closer, and on instinct he pulls you to him, as if he feels the same. You feel him tense as you both hold your breath, completely silent, but it's no use. Footsteps approach, and the closet door slides open, revealing... Melissa? Leah? What are you doing here? Her expression is unreadable as her gaze slides over you, then Alexandre, who has gone pale. I see you've met my son. Oh my God, Alexandre is Leah's son? Alexandre finally opened up and we shared a truly honest and intimate moment while playing hide and seek. Jacques looks so worried, but he's on board with us saving the building, somehow. When Alexandre said my mother's castle, I never had guessed it meant Leah. The situation with the bookstore and my home is tense, but I still feel like this could be a chance for something great. Like, I don't know if you guys caught it in that chapter where, like, the flower thing and finding the space for the 50th party, you know, Unschont, celebration thing. So when I played that chapter, it went right over my head. But like literally like 10 hours later, I was laying in bed, shot up from my bed, and I was like, Leah is Alexandre's mother. So like when this chapter happened and this whole thing, I was like, yeah, all right. But I didn't see it till like, anyway, I don't know if you guys noticed if you watched that chapter, like if you caught that. Anyway, so yeah, Alexandre is Leah's son, my boss's son. So there you go. All right. Anyway, thanks if you made it to the end, and if you're into it, I will see you in chapter 7. Thanks, guys.